Gunther. I like that. Who? Somebody about to step on this stage. They not
Yes.
going.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, so this the crown jewel. Got to be main event then.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this.
Something, something, something. Cody Rhodes. Whoa.
Whoa! Yeah, I mean,
What's up,
yeah, here
good
wilding.
and beautiful people? Are we running the trail or are we getting to the business tonight, King HP?
What you want to do? You want to run the trailer?
Man, let's just get to business. We here.
I bet, bet,
Let's
bet,
get
bet,
right. Let's
bet.
get right to business, man. You saw it. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Welcome to the Attitude Era Podcast Monday Night Raw recap. I am the Archie Carter. That is King HP. Gamaj might pop up. DNA's on the way. Z to drop out, and if they don't pop up, they in the comments. So you never know who's watching, but you are watching. That's all that matters. And we just finished watching the 2-hour edition of Monday Night Raw. How do we feel about 2 hours of Monday Night Raw?
I always think 2 hours is gonna be better than three. Couple
I'm
reasons.
not
One,
tired. I could eat
I'm not
a little,
tired.
little dinner. We don't have to sit. Keep it this way. Keep the
Yeah.
2 hours.
When you move it to 2 hours, right? You got new 5 match PLEs that you're doing that are three. So if you give me 3 hours every week, in theory, shouldn't the 3 hour show be just as good as the PLE?
I think what
But it's not.
happens is, however the TV slot time is allotted, they were given 3 hours. So they say, you know what? We're going to take 3 hours. Not only can we cover a lot, but we can get more ad revenue because more time means what? More commercials, more sponsors. So, but this 2 hours felt good. It's quick to the point, and we here. So, welcome everybody into the Attitude Era Podcast Monday Night Raw recap. What you smiling at, man? We getting.
It's awesome sauce. They always talking spicy, you know what I mean?
Hey, we too
Absolutely.
old
I
for a
got a
lot of
curfew.
things. Trust me. We
I got you see
we
the wisdom growing in? You know what I mean?
we
Hey.
unk. You know, DNA, Gamaj, Z, they young bucks. We unking them. So when it's me and HP, this is the unking them show. So, but good show tonight. I don't know if it was good because they got to the business or it was good because it was good. So we're gonna get into it. They were in St. Louis. Of course, we know Randy Orton's gonna be on NXT tomorrow night. Very interesting.
Yes, sir.
But St. Louis's own Hood's hottest princess, Sexy Red, opened the show real quick. She just pretty much said, "Hey, I'm Sexy Red." They played a little bit of music. Welcome to St. Louis. She was out of there. Just enough Sexy Red to say Sexy Red was there. So she was there. And then we got a Bad Blood recap. I'm still saying it was a hell of a pay-per-view. Top 10 Hell in a Cell match of all time. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. They got a recap. Speaking of CM Punk, after the recap, who comes to the ring? CM Punk. And he said, I'm not dead, y'all. It was good to see Punk. Y'all know I've not been the biggest CM Punk fan since his return back in AEW, but I've turned the
Oh,
corner
we know,
on.
brother.
I've turned the corner on CM Punk. I'm not calling him Fragile Phil anymore. He's not Phil Brooks. He is CM Punk. And he
Yeah, so he's
said
earned his name.
he earned my respect back. More of my I respect him. I respect him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Facts, facts,
You
facts,
can't say
facts.
you're not the best in the world without people. I respect what he does. It's just I've had a thing with people liking him for his talking and not his wrestling. But hey, he put on a hell of a match at Bad Blood. But
It,
he said I did enough, y'all. I'm going home. I'm taking a break. Thank y'all. I'm going home. And in the middle of him saying, he also said he was talking to me. I felt he said I did this for my fans. I did this for everybody backstage, and I did this for the people who hate me. Why do y'all keep on doubting me? I said he talking to me. He might as
yeah,
well say
absolutely.
at the Archie Carter. Hey, you back? You bang. You good. You good, Punk. We good. It's all gravy, baby. But
You you know what I think is funny about that too? Like a couple weeks ago, before we announced the Hell in a Cell, he was looking at targeting Gunther at Hell in a Cell. I mean, at Bad Blood. Triple H announces that we're going to do the champion versus champion thing. So where does CM Punk? Are we holding him off to the Royal Rumble?
well, here's what happens. Punk said he was going home, and in the middle of him leaving, the visionary Seth Rollins comes out. He said, "Thank you for your service, CM Punk. Go home and rest up, so when you come back, I can retire your ass for good." But I'm
Are
here
we getting
tonight
this
for
at the Royal
Bronson
Rumble?
Reed. I'm here tonight for Bronson Reed. So I'm guessing we're gonna get Punk Rollins at some point. But
Oh,
we'll see.
but remember that was WrestleMania 40's plan. So we've been. So this is why I keep asking. Do you think we get this because Seth
Well,
Rollins has a. Oh, he's
no,
talking to
you
me.
good. Go
So
ahead.
Seth Rollins has an issue with Bronson Reed, unsettled. They're just getting to it, which would have been crazy if it would have happened at Bad Blood. If Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman, Monster versus Monster would have happened at Bad Blood, and Seth Rollins would have made a return, even
But
though you
Drew
did say
McIntyre is the MVP in this for a lot of reasons. Because the injury thing happened. He made it work with the injury. He made it work with social media. He's a big part of this. Punk's gonna get a lot of credit, but Drew McIntyre carried a lot of this, and he performed well. He made us interested in this, so we'll see. But Seth said, "You come back, I'm gonna retire you for good." But tonight, I'm here for Bronson Reed. Big boy, you want your 15 minutes of fame? I'm gonna give it to you. And so Seth Rollins is on the hunt for Bronson Reed, and on the way out, he bumps in the main event Jay Uso. It was Punk into Rollins into Jay Uso, who had a match tonight with Xavier Woods, and and still Jay
did
Uso
you ever
beat Xavier.
feel like
I
did
still
you ever
don't
feel
feel
like
he's
that
gotten
title
the
was
celebration and the fanfare he needed or deserved.
my man deserves his flowers? Who we talking about? You talking about Drew? Or we talking about CM Punk?
I don't know, but I say Jay Uso didn't get enough flowers because this is a big deal. Let's say 14 years or something like that, first singles title. I don't think he's gotten enough fanfare accolades for how over he is. When people win titles, they normally sometimes we get celebrations, we get you know what I'm saying? Think about the things we've seen in the past for lesser wins and title runs. We got big celebrations, this is your life, and all these concerts and all this stuff. Jey Uso didn't get none of that.
I think for when you have mid card titles, you don't see it as much. I'm trying to think of a mid card title celebration. I want to say I've seen Brett celebrate really hard.
Edge gave
For
us a
winning.
live sex show celebration. They could have gave Jey Uso a cake.
If they gave Jey Uso a cake, you gotta have someone come out and smash that shit.
So
You gotta take him
speaking
down
of
a notch.
Smash, Xavier Woods loses the match. Jey Uso tried to shake his hand at the end. Woods wouldn't shake it. Him and Kofi get into a little spat about that. Speaking of Smash, Brian Breaker shows up. He spears the Ula Fala out of Jey Uso. So I don't know if we getting that, they running that back or what, but Brian Breaker is back on the hunt for his title. And so I don't know how long of a title run Jey Uso is gonna have. If you booking Jey
It's gonna be
Uso,
very short.
how you think would you book him long or short?
He's short.
Especially with The
He's
Rock
short
coming back and this bloodline thing about
because
to heat up.
you already know. Once Jimmy came back and hugged Roman, you
You gotta
almost know
bring
at
Jay
some
in.
point
You gotta bring Jay
you
in.
got to bring Jay in. Now here's the issue. Jay just made a big speech about being a twin and blah blah blah. And he thanks his mom, and he had to get from out under that. So you going right back to it. You should have just never said that to begin with.
I think
You
they
kind of
pulled the trigger on Jey Uso too late. I think
Crazy.
behind the scenes, they didn't know what was going on with Rocky. They didn't know what was going on with Roman. This just happened. Now Rocky's back. Roman's back. The bloodlines
Let's
getting
call
back
him
together.
Rocky.
Huh?
I only want to keep calling him Rocky. Like he's Rocky Maivia back from 1997 Survivor Series. Like, bro,
So yeah, Jade might have a real short title run. Maybe that's why they didn't give him the fanfare because they knew. But still, it makes no sense. Why do it?
you do it to say you did it. You do it to say you did it.
So
Like people climb Mount Everest only to be up there
you
for
King HP.
10 minutes.
You're Jay Uso. Would you rather have a short title run or it not happen at all?
You don't get to control that though. So me
No, I'm
personally, I
asking
would
you.
rather have
What
a
would
long
you
title run.
rather? What would
Me
you rather?
me personally, if I've been in the company 14 years and only I'm not gonna say an only, but I have been a tag team specialist. I was a tag team champ and done multiple things. And now I'm doing my singles thing. I would prefer a long one. However, in the company's best interest, bro, it doesn't serve you well right now. Now we
So
may
he
be able
can't
to
have that title and be part of the bloodline story.
no, not right now.
He would be the only one with gold. That might look away. Well, no,
Not not not,
Cody.
not just that. Everybody's on SmackDown and you're on Raw. We still have to figure out a way to get you back to SmackDown or get everyone over to Raw because there's still that rumor that Roman's coming to Raw.
Well, the thing is, War Games is before January,
Yes,
so they might just have to send Jay back to SmackDown. Just the way they sent them back, sent them to Raw. You know, WWE they can do what they want,
they
and then
can, they can.
they
But
can. And it would be simple. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, say he wants Jey Uso back, or Jey Uso want to go help his family. Hey, I gotta go help my family. Okay, Jay, you got it. But yeah,
I don't,
I don't think the reign
I
is
don't,
going to
I
be
don't know if
very
that's
long.
going to be a thing though, because him just saying it, it could be a thing. I just don't think it'll be in their best interest. You got to have someone like remember a couple weeks ago they had the Naomi Bailey Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax match. It was like the loser would have to leave SmackDown.
Right.
And we kind of figured it would be Naomi. So when she got back to Raw and her husband's back in the fold, she'd be like, "You can do something. I have to be here, but you don't." You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's going to be interesting how they play that with him having a singles title. But Braun Breaker's
Yeah.
back on the hunt, and
But I
he's
expect Braun to take that off him and become a two-time champ. I expect no later than the Royal Rumble. I don't expect to see Braun Breaker in the Royal Rumble because there's no point in that pick because no one expects to see him in WrestleMania. So
yeah,
him having maybe a big match with Jey Uso at WrestleMania. I mean, I'm lying to you. At Royal Rumble,
he might
there's
already be involved in the
stats.
bloodline story by then, though.
So hold on, let me pull this up because they released their slate right. So the upcoming PLEs, November 30th, you have Survivor Series War Games, right? December 14th, you have Saturday Night Main Event, which in Long Island they're counting that as a PLE. So
The only
you
thing
could
is, War Games is before all of that.
I don't think we're gonna get the match everyone wants to. I think we're gonna get down the line, but not at this year's War Games because it's
Mm.
really mixed up right now. Cody's beefing with KO. Rock over there. I think that 3-2-1 was his music. Now, when Rock told Cody before he left, "I beat you in the ring," Rock counts very awkwardly.
Did you see
I beat you
Solo?
1, 2, 3. Huh?
Solo told Jacob they was in the
Part of the
stands.
plan.
It's all
Part of the
part of the
plan.
plan.
Yeah. So I definitely think the bloodline side is decided as who. 2.0, probably The Rock.
I just
Where's
called
your
it the New
thoughts?
Blood versus the Bloodline. New Blood being
You
Solo
gotta
and New
call him
Blood.
something different. The dynasty. Because everyone in the old bloodline held gold. The only difference is the new bloodline hasn't. Sella Sokola has not held any gold on
Solo
the
was a
main roster.
singles champ for a little bit, wasn't he?
No, not in the main roster. In NXT,
I thought he
he
had
hasn't
some.
he hasn't done it on the main roster yet
Yeah.
though.
Okay. Well, we'll see. But yeah, it's a little. The water's definitely a little muddy right now. That's
Because
what I was.
where does Randy Orton?
That's what I was saying about the whole Bad Blood ending. You had Rock come back, Roman's in the ring with Cody, Jimmy. It was a lot that they
There's a lot going
gave
on.
us, and it was like, ugh. But yeah,
No. Solo Sikoa did not hold that Intercontinental belt. That's one thing I can verify
I
without even
think
going
I
to the
don't know
internet.
why in my mind Solo Sokoa had a title run on main roster.
It felt like he because the bloodline was kicking ass. and he was right there for it.
Let
But
me let me let me
he ain't
pull
holding no
this
belt.
up.
Remember, he
Let
had
me,
like 34, 35, 50 matches straight of losses going into WrestleMania. I think versus John Cena or post John Cena, which was wild. But anyway, when I said that PLE schedule, right? Just keep this in mind, Archie. Right, December 14th, right, is the Saturday Night Live Saturday Night Main Event. The next PLE after December 14th is February 1st, and that is the Royal Rumble, which is one of the first times, if not the first time, it was not held in the month of January. So you have literally 6 weeks to your next PLE.
bro, Solo
And your next
Sikoa's only
PLE,
been signed to the WWE since 2021. You talk about somebody who's been put in a crazy spot. Jeez.
and he's only had the NXT title. So you got a guy who's never been champion on the main roster in a lead spot, holding it down week after week. That's a lot to ask of a person. Because when you've been champion, you kind of know how it goes. You know how the walk is done.
I don't know
When he was with
why
the
I thought maybe it's some Mandela effect shit going
because
on.
remember the bloodline, it's the Mandela effect probably, but remember the bloodline was kicking ass. Usos was champs. It would have been the right thing to do at some point during the bloodline storyline was to make Solo a champion during the time the Usos had the tag belts. Because then it would have been like the bloodline is just so motherfucking dominant.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he had also saucy facts. He had the NXT joint and North American, but
I
why
don't know
not Jay
why in my
versus
mind he had main roster
why
go.
not Jay versus Braun at Crown Jewel? Hey, I feel like this. If you're gonna do champion versus champion for brands, make Crown Jewel a complete brand of versus brand event. So you never have to talk about it for the rest of the year. And every year you have the rivalry of the brands, right? And you have your US champion versus your intercontinental champion. You have your two
Solo
tag team
had that
champions going
title
at it.
while he was on the main roster. Okay, that's why I'm thinking he had the North American title while he was on the main roster.
Oh, well then yeah. So you've seen him with
Okay,
gold. You just
yeah,
didn't
just
in
wasn't
3
main
years
roster
later,
gold.
you're like,
But
yeah, you're just thinking back like, damn, I feel like I saw
so
him. Yeah, that's what you saw.
we'll
So
see. Like I said, it's muddy. They got a
but
lot they can do, but we'll see. Speaking of what we'll see, Rhea Ripley had a pre-tape promo talking about Raquel Rodriguez. And I read that she pulled a Tamaloa and showed up too early in her spot. That's why the match ended like that.
So yes, and that's why because it remember at the end she put Liv on her for the pin, and it looked crazy, but the ref couldn't hide the fact he seen
The ref
Raquel.
saw her, so he just called the DQ, and she
Yeah,
still went through
because
with the finish
again,
of the match.
supposedly the match finish was the ref was not supposed to see Raquel. Liv was supposed to get the pin on the dirty shit, but because the ref like fuck man, I Raquel like
Hey,
either
I
Raquel
got
came
to,
early
got
or
to.
missed this. Yeah, it's like shit. I'm in a bad position. Let me disqualify her.
It didn't
Raquel doesn't
look
hear it.
crazy in the sense of okay, she's put Liv on, like okay, Liv won, but it was that interaction in the walkway that was kind of off. Like it just looked a little
Because I
weird.
think people were in their emotions because you know what the finish is supposed to be, and then you don't get to it. You know you fucked up, and it's like, damn, everyone's trying to probably figure out how I fucked up, but still play it cool in front of
I told
twenty
you when she
thousand
did the little
people.
hand gesture, like "hi," I was like, "Oh man, this is
Yeah,
this is weird." But so
it
I'm
was a
guessing
whole
we're
mess.
getting Rhea and Raquel at some point.
Yo,
But
Vinny, calm down, bro. When you say Liv and Raquel is the female version of HBK and Diesel,
that's what I
that's a
said.
very that's a very high accolade to put someone on.
Visually, yes, we'll see what happened. But because Raquel got no, it was like no, like people forgot about her.
Yeah, people we all did, but HBK and Diesel, bro,
I didn't
was a
forget
fucking
about it. I just thought the return. She left as an ultra
bro.
baby face.
Check this out. HBK and Diesel so cold, you can't have a person in this chat tell you who they ever lost to. And they've been tag team champions
Well,
twice.
nothing to ever mimic that. I think Vinny's like me. Visually, you can do that. You can say, "Here's my champ. Here's the protector of my champ, a woman," because you can't have it be Dom.
Let's see what you're saying in that regard then. Okay, I get what you're
No,
saying, but
nothing. Nobody's
fuck
gonna be
that.
H. Nobody's gonna be HBK and
I'm more the
Diesel.
historian type. I'm like, they're not even close.
Nah,
Diesel in 1 year won all titles.
nah.
Shawn
You
Michaels,
can't even compare the two. That nah.
yeah.
You
But if you're saying the protector aspect versus the
yeah
champion
yeah.
protector, okay,
Yeah.
got you. Storyline wise.
Yeah,
That
not
makes
not
sense.
accolade and in ring wise. You
Okay.
no, no.
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, that's crazy, bro."
So,
Diesel was
but
a killer.
we'll
But
see.
yeah,
After
in
that,
that
we
regard, so
had
Vinny, you good. Vinny, you good. I was
he about to
lost.
turn up on my not my
Yeah, I was
cousin
like, "Yo,
Vinny,
Diesel's one of my favorites. Sean's one of my favorites." When I
not my
two dudes,
cousin Vinny.
because people talk about great tag teams and people don't put two dudes with attitudes in their top 10, it pisses me off. I'm like, "Well, show me
Vinny
a
is
better tag team."
family, and he's the creator of the Yamily. Vinny's always good with me.
Vinny is always good for that.
Always good.
Vinny, you created the Yamily.
The Yamily.
They
Yeah.
could go to two different sets of the main roster. They will always be known to me as the Yamily.
We got it. We got it. You know how Mark Henry had the Hall of Pain? We got to give a Vinny and create the hall. No, never mind.
Yo,
The Miz and R Truth backstage. Miz is done with this. R Truth is like, I know you was confused. Why you kicked me? Let's get past this. So we getting a 1v1 with the Miz and R Truth next week. Karrion Cross butted in at the end. So I just think they don't know what to do with Miz and R Truth at this point.
no, but I think they do know what to do with them. And I'm not discrediting what you're saying. I think you're right. But I also think you're it's like they know what to do, but with this 5 PLE thing, not a
You
lot
sound
of
like Terrence
PLEs.
Howard in Get Rich or Die Trying. When I'm right, I'm
Yo,
right.
you
When I'm wrong, I'm right.
say that again? When I'm wrong, I could have been right. So when I was
I think what
wrong,
it
I
is, you
was
have
right.
two people that the fans genuinely like. You love or hate the Miz. You cannot argue his career. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Miz did some incredible work. I think people
Miz is
forgot about it.
very underrated. If we
Very
do
underrated.
Hey, let me put this plug in. DNA has a show on our memberships called Top 5. If he does a show called Top 5 Most Underrated, it's possible you may see the Miz pop up on that list. Now back to regular schedule programming.
Yeah, so Miz and R Truth got a 1v1 next week. We'll see what happened with that. Was that
Let me ask you a
Kevin
question.
Cross popped up too? Then we got a weird Wyatt Six thing on the screen. Wyatt Six is done. Wyatt Six is done and over.
I'm not going to go with you there, but I'm right behind you. I'll say that. I'm going to give him one more. They got like till about the Royal Rumble because the Royal Rumble is going to be interesting. You've got the Wyatt
I
Six.
think they brung in too many superstars with no direction.
I think they had a direction. I just don't think they had the other stops past that first stop.
Nah, I think
I
that's
think
what
they
I'm
had, you know what
saying.
I'm saying?
That was it. Bring them in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And that is
the build was too slow. It's another slow build. It's spooky season. It's Halloween. This is Wyatt Six time.
it's spooky season. When you say that, it's like
Speaking
Wyatt
of
Six should
Wyatt
be at the
Six, we
forefront.
got the No Mercy pay per view this Sunday, and Tay Rock is out of his mind. Tay Rock cut a Firefly Funhouse promo on chess.
On chess.
Go to
You
Tay
see,
Rock's Instagram, DNA's Instagram. They wilding, yo. They are wilding with the promos for this, but we'll get back to that. So we'll see what happens. Wyatt Six popped up on the screen. Karrion Cross getting involved with the Miz and R Truth. I don't know where this is going, but after that, we had Sheamus and Pete Dunne in a Donnybrook match, which is pretty much like a street fight.
it's a street fight.
And
I wish this, bro. I wish this, and I got this is my God's honest truth, and I can't hide it. I can't, these fucking matches. Last monster standing, last man standing, Donnybrook, no holds bar. If they had slightly separate rules for them, I would be super on board. Because what's the point of calling it a Donnybrook? The difference
well, they
between
had
a
like
Donnybrook,
what it was like, I guess, an Irish street fight. They both from across the pond, so
yeah,
they
but
had
there's
like
no difference.
they had barrel. It was different set of weapons out there. Like they had a shillelagh, a cricket paddle, and barrels of beer.
Okay,
Like
okay, okay. I'll go with you on that. So from now on, we do Donnybrooks. Those are the weapon choices, and I'm
yeah,
cool with that.
it was a little
I'm
different. It
cool
was
with
a
that.
little different.
Yeah,
And shout out to my
I just
girl
want them
Chelsea
to
Green.
express those rules.
They had to do Chelsea Green like that.
I just want them to express those rules prior. So when you say it's a Donnybrook street fight, like what's a Donnybrook? This street fight, the only weapons that can get used, we will provide shillelaghs. We will provide, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? When you
Sheamus
say
came
that,
out with the shillelagh. Pete Dunne came out with the cricket paddle, and it was like Irish Celtic kind of stuff around the ring. So it was a
let me
little
tell you
different.
something. If y'all know what a shillelagh is, bro, don't ever like a shit. It'll hurt. A cricket paddle is no joke either.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even understand cricket. So
I don't either. But I know what a
yeah.
cricket paddle is. They wildin'. And
Okay.
Pete Dunne,
50 Shades of King HP. You paddling. Don't crack them eggs. But
hey,
Pete Dunne been working. Pete Dunne been working.
Pete Dunne has been working.
Pete Dunne and Mia been putting a lot of miles on their body the past few months. So I hope it pays off for them. Being on TV, wrestling, doing what you love has to feel good. But as wrestlers, you want some gold. So, but
Well, even if you're not going to get gold right away, because I do think both those wrestlers have it in their future, and it'd be a travesty
you want to at
if
least
they don't
look
get it.
good. Mia
No,
Yim is finally
100%,
starting to
100%.
look good.
But what I want to see, and that's going back to what you're saying. Remember, remember we recapped all those NXTs and me and Mid Chin would just lose, right? Then they brought on the main roster to just lose. Then she was going back and forth, just losing every match. And then Corey Graves lied. He's like, Mid Chin has been catching fire lately, not even realizing we recap every
He don't
episode.
watch
We
NXT.
know you're lying,
He
but
don't
now
watch
she is
NXT,
catching fire, and
and
it's
she
like
deserves
my
it.
hope for yes, yes, my only hope, whether titles or not, but hopefully titles, is you keep watching their elevation. Keep bringing them up. Don't have them get stagnant like we saw Jay Uso for those months because that's fucked up. I think the crowd will eventually really appreciate the Pete Dunnes, really
I just don't know
appreciate the
how
Michins.
over Mi Chin is.
I don't think she's super over though. That's the problem.
That's the
However,
thing.
when you see her name on a card in the match, I know it's going to be good.
And see, I think that's why they attached her to the Good Brothers, but they didn't do nothing with the Good Brothers.
Right. Same
So
thing with Pete Dunne. You attached him to Sheamus when he first came over,
Brawling Brutes.
knowing this is going to be a good look, right? But I mean, now it's kind of paying
Yeah,
off. He
but
can
you
match
brung
with
him in
Sheamus.
as Butch. You stripped Pete Dunne of everything we loved about Pete Dunne, and we had to re-like him. That's why y'all went back to Pete Dunne because y'all know Pete Dunne is a fool.
Yeah,
Butch became a hashtag and a Trick
a
Williams
joke.
thing. So,
You're right.
but after that, we had Captain Kelly backstage with Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes bumped into Sami Zayn. They was trying to talk about the KO thing, bump into Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn
Absolutely.
said, "I'm gonna be the one you face at Crown Jewel." No, Cody Luck said. Cody Rhodes said, "Good luck,"
Should have giggled.
because tonight's
Good luck.
main event was Sami Zayn versus Gunther. And if you started watching the show when we came on, we come on through the main event, and we saw how that happened. But yeah, Cody was on Raw. Cody's everywhere.
I like the promo on that because again, it makes me excited. Two, it's very hard to pick a winner when you got both of the top tier champions. We've watched Cody take pinfalls. Gunther hasn't taken that many pinfalls in the
With
last
this match in
3
Crown
years.
Jewel between Cody and Gunther being for the Crown Jewel Championship, do you think Cody Rhodes can lose this match?
Watch Cody get pinned a lot.
But I'm saying in
Cody's the
Crown
guy
Jewel.
that takes the pins. He took one at
Oh,
WrestleMania. He took one at
you saying the WWE champion is the guy who takes the pins?
yeah, he's taking what was the July pay-per-view? Solo Sikoa pinned him. The
With
Rock pinned him
one,
the night before he won. You ain't seen Gunther take but one pin in the last 3-4 years.
you said when we see
666.
Cody Rhodes, we need to put on bowling shoes because he just pins. I
Yes,
ain't mean to
brother.
say that. I ain't mean
But
to say
here's the thing
I
about
gotta
Cody.
hate somebody since I
Cody,
fell back in love with CM Punk.
here's the thing about Cody, and here's the thing about what I want people to realize quickly. Whoever wins a crown jewel is what they're shaping for Netflix because that is the champion that's going to be on Raw. So if Gunther beats Cody, you're saying that this title is now the premier title because they always said it was second tier. Roman was saying that shit. The Rock damn near kind
The
of play like
fans said it when they came in to be a thing.
I hate that though, but it's the truth of the matter. It's not even the truth of the matter because Seth Rollins did that title justice.
What else is on Crown Jewel? Is that that's the only thing we know, right?
No, then the women's side, and those are the two booked matches.
And
So
that's
you got Liv versus
Liv
Nia Jax
and Nia
versus
Jax.
Nia Jax, yeah, and then you got Cody versus
That's
Gunther.
that's gonna be
Great,
interesting to watch.
yes, on both sides, the
That's gonna be
women's and the
interesting to
men's,
watch
yeah,
because
and that's
those
why
are
I said I
two.
wish they did it for. I
Yeah,
wish they
that
did it for all the belts, tag teams. Boom, no one disputed. You got Raw's tag champs, SmackDown's tag champs. Then you got Intercontinental versus the U.S. champ. You know what I mean? Hey, bring up NXT.
Then you know what that is, HP? That's Night of Champions. That's all it is. Speaking of Liv, they showed a video from early in the day. Liv Morgan
I take a sip on that. Golly.
was with Dominic Mysterio and Raquel Rodriguez. And they
Yeah.
asked Raquel, "Are you part of Judgment Day?" Liv did not let her answer. So we don't know what's the real affiliation. Liv said even when she lose, she win. I got Daddy Dom. I got Raquel.
Live wildin'.
Live wildin'.
Live wildin'.
Live wildin'.
I
And
like it though.
we like. I was about to say we like a little wildin'.
We
Wildin'.
like a little wildin'. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know.
Cracking
But
eggs, all
that's
that.
been her whole title run. She's been unhinged. She's just been
Yeah,
a
facts.
girl. She's been a girl that likes a boy and doing things that love makes you do. We done all done some crazy stuff for love. I done
Yo,
bought college books. I done paid tuition. I done bailed people brothers out of jail. Look, we do some crazy things when we in love or think we in love.
yeah, right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, and they got her playing that to the
I
T
took a
too,
Pilates class. You know what I'm
brother. Hey, you know what? You stretched your back out. You stretched. You know what I
Them
mean?
Captain Trick
Shout out to
bags
you,
over
brother.
here, man. I've done some things for love. Ain't what my man Alfalfa saying, Little Rascals? Ain't love grand?
Yo, chill out,
Ain't
bro.
love gonna cost you a couple of grand? I think that's what he meant.
Two-time Money in the Bank loser, I can tell you.
So we got a new, I guess, Judgment Day. Raquel may or may not be in. She has to be in. The writing's on the
She
wall.
has to be in at this
So
point.
then
My
after that we
question
had
is,
Ava. Ava was in the building. You know, Rocky's daughter talking to Adam Pierce, and all ego Ethan Page pops up and says, I don't know who made CM Punk the breath, but he cost me my match. Pierce said it was
yeah,
Ava. So he said, y'all need to fix this. And in comes Sexy Red. And Ethan Page tried to introduce himself to Sexy Red, and she curved him and said, she said something like, I've talked to better or I've had better. Something she said crazy, wild, all ego.
I know this. I
A
said this in my
woman to
prior
tell
career.
somebody whose nickname is all ego she's had better is a blow to the ego. So, and that was all we saw of Sexy Red. People are very hard on Sexy Red being in the WWE. She did an intro, she had the backstage segment, and that was it. It wasn't music, it wasn't twerking, it wasn't what people think they're going to get. I don't know what's going to be on NXT tomorrow night because we got Sexy Red and Randy Orton.
He's
That's going to
back.
be crazy. But yeah, Sexy Red made 2 spot appearances tonight in a 2-hour Raw. This show was rolling by this point. Don't ever go back to 3 hours. Ever.
Brother, I'm gonna say this, and this is what I was trying to say earlier too. When you have 3 hour PLEs, I remember when Raw went to 3 hours. I remember when it was 1 hour. I remember when prime time was on before Raw. I'm gonna say this: 2 hours is perfect, right?
Beautiful.
You get in, you get out. Secondly, you're not competing so much with Monday Night Football because you have to look at your whole year. Because one, wrestling takes no break. So when you got Monday Night Football and it ends at 11, if you end at 10, people will tap into you. Come 9:45, everyone tunes in to Raw because guess what? That's around halftime ish for Monday Night Football. So we're
Yeah, I
good.
love the 2 hours. Football season or not, keep it there. I love it.
Well, you got to look at the whole. You know what I'm saying? The whole because remember TKO was looking, and then secondly or thirdly or tertiary, whatever number we're on, who gives a shit? Um, when you do the 2 hour show, you give people time to watch it to go to work. And I know people like, listen,
When you
we're
give the two
recapping
hour
right now.
show, it feels like the old days. It feels like I have to be there to watch this because when this goes off, it's gone.
So can I ask you a question then?
Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Go
Perfect.
ahead.
So back in the day, we used to have Raw is War, and then it turned into Warzone, and the TV rating changed. Now they're going to Netflix. Do you think we see a possibility of the same type of thing where the first hour will be
It's
lesser
going to
rated?
change, but I don't think it's going to be as egregious as we think it's going to be. They're going
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
they're going to
But do you think the
sprinkle it in. They're
hourly
going to
thing?
sprinkle it in. So I think that's why you are
Okay,
seeing a Meg the Stallion with the intro. You're seeing Sexy Red.
that
You're
shit's so
seeing you're
corny.
seeing Bad Blood because those are the little seeds that they plant. So when you do
Bro,
see it, it's not foreign to you.
I apologize for cutting you off. shout out. We've been saying this. I definitely want to say it. Drew McIntyre took 16 staples to the head.
That I think that toolbox spot wasn't supposed to be what it was.
Wasn't supposed to be what it was. You're
16
not
to
supposed to
that.
get 16 staples, bro.
That's you're not
If
supposed to get
wrestling is
one.
done the
You're not
right
supposed to
way,
get one staple. So it's like when
correct.
Finn Balor's head got split open in that match. Like
Yes.
so,
You're
yeah.
not supposed to get no staples.
In the
And they
age
went
of
bloody.
CTE and concussions and people not being able
Unprotected
to
chair
get
shots. If you
medically cleared, that was a
WWE doesn't do unprotected anymore. That was one of the things when they got back with that old wrestler Nowitzki. Go watch the Vince McMahon documentary. They actually talk about this directly. Episode 3 or 4, I think,
yeah.
where
You
Vince
know who
called my
took an
man back.
unprotected chair shot? Z to drop out, our co-host here. Cortez hit him with a
Hey,
chair.
time out, time out, time out, time out. We ain't gonna do that. Everyone who got a kid took an unprotected chair shot.
I was just about to plug our pay-per-view No Mercy October 13th on Rap Grid. That's all I was trying to do.
I knew you were, but I
Yeah,
just wanted to
but
be funny. But do you think do you think that the rating on, because Roman Reigns talked about this when he went out with Paul Heyman on that man, what was the TV show? They went on like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And they talked about that, about they think it's more of a challenge to do what they do now because they have so many more restrictions on what they can and can't say versus the Attitude Era, where they went a little bit more, they were more
a
frivolous
little
in what they
loosey
said.
goosey. Yeah, but you
Loosey
got to you got
goosey.
to you got to be careful in today's time because of the internet. Things never die. You have to be careful not to offend anybody because everybody gets offended by everything these days.
I
So
love egg shaped women. Shout out to all the egg shaped women in the chat. Shout out, people scramble eggs every day, B. You know what I'm
speaking of
saying?
women,
Yo, if
all
you
women,
egg
we had a
shaped woman, put
10
your hands in
woman
this.
tag team match tonight. We had Lyra Valkyria, Carter and Chance,
They're
Selena
not egg
Vega,
shaped though.
and Natalia versus the
That's the Slim Jim team.
Unholy Union, and the Pure Fusion Collective, and
Pure Fusion
you know who
Collection.
lost? The Hills lost. So Zelina Vega, Lyra
They have
Valkyria,
ruined
Carter
that. They have
Chance,
ruined that group.
and Natalia won the match. Yeah, they was ruined before it started. You know what? You know what this group was the equivalent of?
Yeah, please tell me.
The Shockmaster.
Oddities? No, not the oddities. That's
The
gonna be offensive.
Shockmaster.
Who?
The Shockmaster. It was over before
That's
it started.
I'll give them this.
Or Dustin Rhodes when they try to make him the all white Undertaker. Seven, I think that was his name.
That shit was bad.
This is
That shit
bullshit.
was bad. That that shit was
They
horrendous,
try to
bro.
make him the all white pinhead version of the Undertaker.
That shit was horrendous. With you saying that, they had one good week, maybe two. When they first came out and debuted and they didn't have names. Matter of fact, they were good till they gave them a name.
Good
Because they
till they
weren't
gave him a
losing.
name. You know what it
And then
is? Know what it is? Know what it is, HP? The relationship was good till we got married and put a title on it.
talk about it. Talk about it. 2-time Money in the Bank loser, you
You
know what I
don't
mean?
got we don't need a title, baby. Ain't you good? I'm good. We good.
We good, I'm good, we good.
Put a title on it and it ruined it. So that happened. 10 woman
Let me
tag
count my
match,
wisdom right here.
and then they announced some matches for next week. We getting Kofi Kingston versus Brian Breaker. We getting Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair versus Damage Control. Is this two babyface teams? Because Damage Control are babyfaces again.
I can't answer your question because it feels like that.
And
It
Bianca
feels
was
like
a
that.
little sassy because she was throwing a lot of shade at Bad Blood. So maybe we're getting a little sassier, spicier Bianca Belair because she was definitely a palm tree. She had all the shade at Bad Blood. And that was the show. And then we got to the main event, which was Gunther and Sami Zayn. Gunther retains. He walks out. Cody pops up at the end. We getting Gunther, Cody at Crown Jewel for that belt, I guess. It looked better when I saw a different angle of it, but it still looked a little weird. But that was it. That was the show. That
It
two
definitely
hour
was it, and
Raw.
that was the show.
2 hour Raw. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Miss Awesome Saucy. I live in Florida, so funny enough, Archie was able to catch me. So let me give you a little bit of transparency. Uh, we about to roll. However, Archie gave me some transparency on the episode because if you would have seen our chat, I literally was like, I didn't watch Raw tonight. I only
He
got to
was
see
at the
highlights.
store. I don't know what he was.
I was
Oh,
at
he
the
was getting
store.
ready for the hurricane. So
You want me to give me some of my hurricane shit?
I
You know
still
I'm
got
always
some of my
prepared though.
hurricane shit.
No, but you know I'm always prepared for everything. Like I'm an overthinker. I'm a always overthink.
You
I
can't
have
prepare
a
for this. You
large.
got to go.
I was
That
wait
storm
what
looked crazy.
the joint?
That
No,
storm.
until I get bars from you and DNA, I'm never amassed. You know what I mean? But that's another story.
That storm looks crazy.
I
Anybody in Florida?
lit-
I didn't mean to cut you off. Florida Gulf Coast,
no, go ahead.
take this very serious because
No, everyone is.
I've never
Everyone is.
seen a storm that big. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I've been through it. I, this looks crazy. This some sci-fi movie shit. I'm looking for the Rock to jump out and cut a
And
promo for a
I'm in
movie.
Jacksonville. Um,
First
you
of
know what I'm saying?
all,
So I definitely thank you for your
Jacksonville's weather
concern.
and rain is bad enough. Tampa's
Yes,
lightning storms
consistent.
are bad enough. This is
So
serious
we
business.
category 5 is this is off the top of my head. Don't quote me because like category 3 is like 96 to 112 mile per hour winds.
You're talking
One sweat
180,
one
bro.
right. That's where the storm is at. Yes. So when you talk about Cat 5, this is like Cat 5 with a plus sign at the end of it because there's
I
nothing
read
past
something that
category
said
5.
that this is doing something to the atmospheric level of the Earth. Like it can't draw anymore. Like this is a huge
When
storm.
you talk about 180 mile per hour winds sustained, right? For one, you're talking about. Let me give you guys a clear picture so you guys understand because we deal with hurricanes a lot, and I have an extent. If you don't know, I have an extensive military background, right? Um, and I do safety and environmentals
We
like
talked
for a
about
living right
jet
now.
blasts from airplanes.
Yeah,
I've been
but
jet blasted
to
by
give to give you
airplanes.
to give you a roof. I mean, to give you a example, because Archie's telling you about jet blast. Some of you may not know how potent or how explosive or how damaging that can be, right? Because shit. I know about it because I used to anyway. This is imminent roof damage. What I mean by imminent roof damage is your roof could be gone. 100-mile-an-hour, 180-mile-an-hour winds is really ridiculous. Um, by the time it gets to landfall where I'm at, we're talking about category 3, which is around that 112, 115 sustained.
That
Um,
that means a tree branch can impale you. A
no,
rock
no, 100%.
a rock
But
turns into a bullet. That's
but
what I'm
here's
saying
the thing
about.
that people don't think about. If you look at Tennessee, and this is where people get mad with the government. I don't want to turn this into a political thing. I don't.
Don't
Um, but you have when you look at Tennessee and the Carolinas, and what's happened there from Hurricane Helene.
Charlotte.
Please Google it. Please Google it. I'm not even going to go into it. Yeah, Christina, we here for real, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but I'm not going to Google it. I'll let you guys do it. When your city is not prepared for hurricanes, even category or tropical depression winds can destroy things such as like subterranean, which make things like dams collapse, which then, if a dam collapses, all the flooding, right? Which is what you're looking at with the Carolinas, Tennessee's area, Georgia,
Well,
northern Georgia,
cities and
stuff like
things are
that.
built. I have an engineering, background. Things are built for the climate, temperature, and terrains.
And that is
These
changing.
that's what the whole big deal
That is
about
changing.
climate control is.
Yeah,
Things are happening in
it's sad.
places that's never happened before. I've been in, I want to say, 3 earthquakes in my life. Right? They
I've
were
been in some. I was a station
they
kid.
were
Here you
all
go.
in Charlotte, North Carolina,
Yeah,
which is
that's not a
unheard
typical
of.
place for them.
Right. So things that happen in places that it never
When
happened
you,
before. So how can you prepare for something that's
well, they have
never
tectonic
happened?
plates there, right? And the thing about tectonic plates is you always think about California because they're active, they're active. But you have other places where they can shift. And just think about if I slide. Just think about like if I slide two things together, right? This tectonic plates, that bubbling
People
up
ain't dumb.
of
I know the earth ain't supposed to move. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't.
But
But
the
then
Earth is
again,
always moving.
then
It's
again,
always moving. So it's yeah.
hey, I don't know, bro. I just know
But
if you
yo,
in Florida, get out of Florida. That's all I
hey,
know.
shout out to hey. I'll say this though, as a military guy, 23 years, right? I don't like going into my background because I that chapter is behind me. However, if you look at me now, me and Archie had these conversations. I'm an environmental safety guy. Like I can't just turn it off. Um, Make sure if you're not leaving, which I recommend, if you have the ability to leave, right?
Go,
Worst comes to worst, first things first, before the hurricane hits, most people don't tell you this. Check your insurance. Call your insurance company, see what you are
bro.
covered for.
That
Because one thing you don't want to find out for is depending on the flooding, because there is terms and agreements that you're not covered, and the damage has happened. You can't change your policy then. You can only change it prior. So check your policies.
this happened. Let me tell you this, and you just
It doesn't
triggered me.
cost
You
anything.
just triggered
Well,
me
let me not say.
because we went through Hurricane Katrina. I
Here we go.
remember.
Let's go.
I remember.
And Rita followed up. People don't talk about
I
Rita,
remember
but
being a little boy and watching my grandma pay insurance to Bobby, the insurance man, every month, on time, every time, on month, every on time. When Katrina hit, they gave my grandmother, I believe, like $300
yeah,
on
that's the
insurance.
750 they're talking about right now for the Hurricane
No,
Helene
no,
people.
this was her insurance payout from the insurance company
Mm.
to rebuild her house because they said this caused the damage and not this. So whether you got insurance or not, you're gonna be playing a nasty game. I'm just
So
saying,
so Archie, can I tag team on you with that?
go ahead.
And this is a governmental guy. We'll say that, right? This is why I say look at your insurance coverages.
He a
Don't just look
fed,
at it and
he a
say, okay, I'm
snitch.
good. Don't just say don't just say I'm good, right? Because insurance companies are looking for every way to disprove that whatever way you
They not
have your
trying to pay you,
insurance.
so make sure you covered. Is what he's
Yes.
saying.
So yes, but make the phone call prior to, like today, right now, today, right now. Watch the rest of this and then get
What?
off and then call, right?
Them people
If
close.
you don't
Them
do it
phone
tonight,
lines probably going crazy anyway.
yeah, they're going crazy. But what you need to do is make the time,
It's good.
because one thing you want to do is administratively make sure you're prepared. Administratively meaning if you rent a home or you rent an apartment, making sure you're covered. Because if you take flooding like Nashville, Tennessee took flooding and all those other places took flooding, northern Georgia, and it wipes out everything you own, what do you have left? If
Hey.
you're a homeowner, what type of insurance do you have? Don't just say, yeah, I'm good. My wife takes
Well,
care of
here's the
this, or
thing.
I take.
We talking about things that have never happened. Like if you've never been in a flood, why would you have flood insurance?
But this is the point I'm making right now. Call,
You might not even be
because
offered
Archie,
it.
that's the perfect point.
That happened to my uncle. My uncle lost his car. My family
Nah,
lost everything.
HP, Vinny, man, I'm actually about to head to Jersey. I got insurance on my flight. I'm from Jersey, you know what I'm saying? I'll definitely go to La Jolla. A lot of people y'all reading that like La Jolla. No, that's La Jolla. We,
I
I
don't
ain't
know.
gonna
I don't
get
know what they're
into
talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. But long story short, we could be talking all day. What's going on? What's about to happen in Florida is very serious. Take it very serious. If
Yeah,
you're watching this, if you're a
understand.
fan of this, we call y'all family, right? Because y'all are, and we would hate. I know it's some things you can't avoid with the weather. You can't avoid it, but be smart, and
Can
be
I say
safe.
something?
And if you do leave, like HP said, you might lose a lot. Take your important documents with you, your identification and things like that, because that
Can I say
stuff.
something? I'm happy you said this. Do not go into a fucking attic and think that a hatchet is going to cut through that roof. A lot of drownings have happened in these type of events where the flooding continues and they're like, oh, we got to get to the roof, but they go to the attic because the attic is a high point,
Speaking
and
of
it makes
addicts, and to
sense.
lighten this conversation up, I got raccoons in mine. Anybody know how to take care of that?
Swamp,
Call who?
swamp.
The
You know what I mean? The
swamp.
battle rap, like,
Oh,
you know,
I'm about to say the battle rapper swamp.
yeah. I was just trying to make light of it, but I mean this in all seriousness because when you talk about survivability, that's where my brain kicks in on all cylinders, right? Um, Don't go into your attic thinking that's a high point unless you have windows to escape onto a roof. Your roof is meant to take more than a hatchet or an axe. Most people try to bring one up with
How
them.
you think Santa Claus land his sleigh and reindeer on your
Well,
roof and don't come
I
through? Because roofs are strong.
I bring this point up in all seriousness because the people who like even in Katrina when the flooding went up
I'm
and up
trying to
and up
make this not
and if
so serious, HP, and you keep
no
going
no
down the
I'm
shit
making this theory,
road.
bro. You can't tell people yo if you're in Florida get out
Yeah, but you can't give people
and then not
advice
make it
like
serious.
that on a podcast.
People there's a whole 20%, 10, 15% of the country dealing with something very serious.
I have family members who drowned in Hurricane Katrina. So I'm.
This is my point.
This is a
This is
very
my point.
sensitive thing
Because
for me,
hey, let me ask
and
you a
you're
question.
making it very dark, HP.
Let me ask you a question. I'll ask a guy an honest question. You're talking to a guy who was in 23 years in the military doing all this, right? It's free access. This is not costing anybody anything to get these type of tips, tactics, and learning abilities. So when we say these things about, hey, do you have a first aid kit in your home? Hey, do you have a fire extinguisher in your home? Hey, do you know where to secure power in your home? Hey, do you, like I'm not saying these things because survivability things, these are real measures. Most people never practice a fire drill. They'd be like, I told my kids what to do. Practice it with them once, and I guarantee your kids will fail miserably to the point where you
Chat.
are
I hope y'all
scared.
got what I was saying because HP's not hearing me at all.
No, I do. But I've also seen horrific things happen to people because guess what? They don't have whenever I tell people things, they be like, damn, I didn't know that. I didn't think about that. I didn't do this. This is a chat to where hundreds of people can tap in, and guess what? They could get it for free. I get it. But don't go to your attic with a hatchet or think because water is right in your home, an attic is a good place if your attic doesn't have a way out to your roof. Do you have a flare? I mean,
You
have you
ain't
gone to
got
a
it. You ain't getting it
hurricane?
now.
Probably not, because I just left Walmart at 9:30, brother.
You ain't got it.
Remember
You
I
ain't
said I didn't
gonna
watch
get it.
Raw.
That's why I said go. You go. If you gotta start
No, no,
walking,
absolutely.
start walking.
But
Put some
you know,
good
we
shoes
got
on
we
and walk. Catch a
yeah,
ride. Do
absolutely.
something. It's
But
just
you know,
serious business in Florida.
this is my natural habitat, bro. This is my natural habitat. I will sit there and be like, yo, I need your phone number. I need this. I need contact information. I need this. What zone, what flood zone do you live in? Know your flood zone. Like this thing just comes out natural for me. So when you have all these people who are just sit there and I watch people and I watch death tolls climb in
Hey,
cities like,
people.
damn,
Hey, at the end of the day, you gonna make a decision. I'm just saying, make a good decision. Yeah. Don't trap
I'm with
yourself.
you. But
Don't put yourself in a
but
box.
most people don't know, bro. Most people don't know. We can say that all day,
You
but most
can't.
people,
You can't.
reality speaking, don't know.
You can't tell people what they don't know and experience. You know what it is? It's growing pains. That's life. Some things you've never
Bro, you can't tell
experienced.
people
Some
it's
things
going
you'll
through.
never
Just watch.
go through. So,
I'm with you. However, here's tips of the trade. Don't go into attics without a way out, right? Because as water levels rise, you will be secreted in. That's a bad business. But at the end of the day, he was trying to make it positive. I'm just trying to be informative, as just like Vinny said. Like, oh, you're trying to be informative, bro. You get this for free.
Vinny said Ohio got the best peace in the country. He don't know what he's talking about. Don't listen to
Nah,
Vinny.
that's the person that never left Ohio that said
When
that.
it comes to food, don't listen. Don't listen to Vinny. Vinny, my man. But
Hold on, Vinny said that shit?
Vinny know about yams. He don't know about pizza.
We can't dispute Vinny on the yams. Vinny can say the best yams come from Ecuador, and I'm not disputing it.
So Raw was good. 2 hours. Again, I always say I hope this week is good to you and good for you. Be safe for real. It's some things you can't avoid, but some things you can. Just make good, smart, educated, informed decisions. You know what I did? I checked my ran a test on my carbon monoxide and smoke alarm today. People don't think about that type of stuff, and that's the type of stuff HP is just saying. Just be
You find out
prepared.
in the dating process when you hear people smoke alarms going off in them phone conversations.
Yeah, I tested mine today. So nah, Jenny, Vinny, you know you good. But
Yo,
yeah,
Vinny,
man. Like I said, we
leave Vinny
talk we
next
start with
comment.
wrestling. We never know where we going. But yeah, when it's serious, it's serious. We mean it's serious, y'all out. But no, it's not going to be serious, but serious at the same time. NXT tomorrow night from St. Louis. Randy Orton versus the Young OG. I'm very interested in that match. Friday SmackDown. We'll be back Sunday. No Mercy. You're gonna start seeing promos for this. I saw a promo DNA cut. I don't think nobody else saw it. He's wilding.
I
Tay
think right
Rock is
now
wild.
we're I think right
Everybody's
now we're all scheduled to be there. However, if everyone's not there, the person who'll be missing is me due to the hurricane. Only because I already bought my ticket. I already bought my ticket.
and
I
we
put
know
that in
where
the
he
chat.
won't be. He won't be in the attic because he hates attics.
Facts. No, my attic doesn't have a way out.
Who that was in the attic? Who that was in the attic?
No, a lot of people
Uh,
died from at
the
when them flood
lady.
levels rose in New Orleans and
The lady in the attic. And it was in the attic for like 3 weeks. No, like a year because the German soldiers was there.
you talking about Anne Frank.
Anne Frank, yeah. Shout out to Anne Frank.
Schindler's List. You can check that out.
Yeah, that's a, you know what? We're not doing that. That's a whole nother
Yeah, but if you're gonna
rabbit
read
hole.
Schindler's List and the Holocaust, get John Henrik Clark's book,
The
Christopher
HP just
Columbus and the
go.
African Holocaust. My bad. You know I
Yeah.
get on my Pan African.
You in Florida.
You know
They
what I
had
mean?
a whole genocide of the I want to say the
The
what's it
Indians.
called? The Seminoles and all that down there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You can look at fuck. Yeah, yam. Now I'm thinking about Benny with the yams,
yeah, he
but
got
it's
yams on the brain. Yeah.
yeah, it's got
Yeah,
me
think
fucked
about
up
yams.
because
Let's get you out of the attic and
uh,
back on the yams. The yams and
it's
the eggs and,
it's like
and
Yamasee, like I think real talk, like it's like Yamasee Indians, but it has nothing to do with yams and the cake on the back and all the. But god damn, it's like oh fuck. I'm Nick. Damn, check me out tomorrow, man. I have the name. It's damn.
when are you leaving Florida?
So my flight was at 6. Let me check.
No, I'm talking about
Well,
for
on
the hurricane.
Friday,
You're staying for the
right?
hurricane?
Oh no. So okay, right now you know I have a lot of children, right? I don't have a lot, but I take care of anybody who's been encountered to me. I don't do those. Let's just say it like it is. I don't do them punk ass baby daddy moves. Like, don't refer to me as no baby dad. I don't even deal well with that term. My children are my children. I take care of my children 110%. If you need anything, call me and let's get it organized. If I laid down with you and we had a child, then that's you know what I
HP,
mean?
when you leaving for the storm?
I don't know because we're watching it carefully. Because if it's Cat 3,
You gonna ride it out?
we will ride it out. But if it's a higher Cat 3, because there's a level of wind,
I
so like
say two.
112.
Anything past two, I'm out. I'm watching it because I don't
No, I'll
want to
take a 2.
shift.
I'll
If
take a
it
2. 3 freaks me out.
three is
But
scary.
bro, I got three first aid tank, everything but a generator. My homeboy just got in my ass about that. Pause. He was like, "Yo, why you ain't got your generator?" Bro, like you're the most prepared person on the planet except for electricity. You're so prepared for electricity
I'm
going out, you
surprised
don't
you don't
even
have
think about
solar
the
panels
planets.
at your crib.
I'm no, it's at so awesome sauce. It's at where it's at right now. Currently, in the Gulf is 180. When it expects to make landfall, it might be at 4 or 5, which could be 160-mile-an-hour winds all the way down to 125, which is hella wind, which could tear your house up. It could definitely fuck some shit up, break it
Well, one thing
down,
about
all that.
storms like that is it uproots things and like old trees get taken
Trees,
down,
which
bad
I'm not
built
going to get into
houses
because
get taken down,
that's a conversation I will get emotional about
and then the
because a certain some
wildlife get
person.
crazy. When the wildlife get crazy, you just see
Yeah, we
random
got nothing but gators down here, bro.
alligators
Which
walking
is
down the street.
another. Yeah. I've watched them on the side of the road, like nigga. That
I
ain't
used to
the
see
15
crawfish
foot
walking in the
alligator.
street when I was a kid. After a heavy rain, you just see crawfish. I used to be at the school
My
bus
thing is,
waiting for the bus and see crawfish.
people who are cordial try to all of a sudden be like,
Delicious, by the way.
"Hey, I'm gonna chill here. Hey, your house is one floor and you have 45-foot trees surrounding your house." When I bought my house, that was one of the hell no. There will be no trees taller than my house,
I like
and I
trees,
only
but
have
it's
three.
the old ones you have to worry about. That's the big thing in the
No, fuck
winter.
that.
In the
Any tree I
winter,
gotta worry about.
in the
I don't want nothing.
Carolinas, those old trees get cold and the branches snap and fall.
Yes, and they can snap off. Yep. When I bought
This
in
ain't the Weather Channel.
2015,
This just two dudes talking. We we're always
I
so
just I just
short
don't
and
I
to
just
the
don't want
point.
hazards, bro. Because if a tree falls on your house, you don't get any um notice. And I don't want to have that. So where I'm at, it's flat land and the trees are smaller than my house. Except for this one tree that's the same size as my house. It would land into my house and then fall. Maybe if we were all downstairs, it would have damage, or in my room, maybe it'll definitely break the window. But breaking my house, no. Um, but unfortunately, I co-parent, so I gotta actually like talk this stuff out. And this person,
It's
people
just
like
it's
how
just
Archie,
heavy because you got the rescues going on in Western Carolina right now, and another storm headed.
they
So
can't take no more
shout out
water
to
damage,
all the
bro.
servicemen, the EMTs, police, fire, National Guard, because those are the people doing the dirty work right now. Airlifting people, trying to find
Hey,
people.
power line people too.
Yeah, yeah. Remember that old commercial? Don't monkey around power lines. They had the monkey on the power line. We old. We so
Yes, but I
old.
totally forgot about it until you just mentioned it.
Don't monkey around power lines. Yeah,
And you
y'all
in
be safe,
Connecticut?
man.
What's
We
going
about to get
on?
up out of here. Well, I'm about to get up out of here. HP like to talk, so he might go to the
Yo,
YouTube chat
facts.
for the YouTube Premium members and the Patreon members. We got that too, if you
Let
don't
me get
know.
$5 membership. We'll all tap in. Go get a
Oh,
$10 membership. We'll really tap in.
go ahead. So, but yeah, we about to get out. Raw
Get a
was
20.
great.
I'll
two
call you on your
hours.
cell phone
Normally
and
we
we
would
have the
just be
convo.
getting on, but now we getting off. That feel good. I ain't gonna hold you. That feel pretty good. Shout out to you, Triple H TKO. So, but yeah, I'm about to go get
Yo,
off here.
who got the
What?
hurricane snacks?
That's important. Hurricane
That is important.
snacks, hurricane games, and if you into it, you need your hurricane liquor. You
I'm
need
not
that.
gonna go get the whole arsenal.
I got 4 bottles of
Already been.
wine sitting downstairs from the last hurricane a few
Wine
weeks
is great
ago.
because it's like $10 a bottle. You get gangs of bottles.
Little sippy sip. You know how the Carters do. So, but
Yo, I play Phase 10, Uno, Connect 4. I just beat the shit out of everybody in
I
everything.
lost
So
the
it don't
game
matter.
of Uno since 2008. So some of
Yeah,
y'all
because
wasn't
yeah,
even
we definitely
alive in
doing crime over here.
2008.
HP go crack some eggs.
Hey, I don't want no hurricane babies out there. That's a thing now.
Nah, brother.
That's a
Nah.
thing.
Um, it's funny you say that though, but nah, I'm not gonna go into that because you know me. I'll talk my life away.
We'll
Open
be here
book over here.
all night. But we'll be here
I'm
tomorrow
not.
night for the NXT recap during the main event of NXT. NXT puts on great
Vinny,
weekly
stop it.
shows.
Vinny, I'll smoke your shit in Connect Four. Like it
Uh,
won't even be fucking remotely close. For a person that just has to get 4 consecutive dots together, you're gonna be like, how is this nigga on genius level intellect? You're not even gonna beat me in a game. Just because the fact that you put it up, no, wrap it up, no. Hell no. Vinny just talked that shit, Miss All Sussy, talking spicy. Absolutely not. Vinny just put out a challenge.
y'all know how
He didn't
y'all can
say, hey,
solve this? Vinny seems like a sensible guy. So
Vinny is a very sensible
I'm
guy.
pretty sure he has an iPhone.
Absolutely.
Won't y'all get on the iGames and play Connect 4?
They got that shit?
Yeah.
If it
It's games on the
Vinny, you about to get
iPhone.
smoked.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Vinny, I'll retire your ass for these.
It's called
Yo,
iGames, ain't it?
chat.
Yeah,
Yo,
you can
Vinny,
play. It's like if y'all see the
Vinny.
same screen, then you will go. Then it say wait for opponent's turn.
I'm gonna smoke him online. Yo, join the membership and watch Vinny get smoked. How about that?
Watch Vinny get smoked.
Connect 4. Vinny, I hope you got an iPhone and not
I'm
one of them
pretty sure he
fucking
does.
Barack
He got a
Obama phones.
PlayStation. He be gaming with us. I
Hey,
haven't
we
gamed in a
start
while.
from
I've been
point
busy.
A to point B to point Z. You will never stop. I'm a sore winner and a sore loser, and I don't even lose to be a sore loser. So I don't know what that shit be like. I'm allergic to that shit. I'll
A
start fucking
sore
itching and
winner and a
scratching and
sore
shit.
loser. You sound like Scott Steiner right now.
Yo, let me start doing that Scott Steiner math. You know
I
his
think it's called iGames. Something you can play.
nah. Here we go, 4 in a row. Bong. That's all Vinny need to get smoked.
Well, y'all go do that. I'm about to get up out of here. You gonna stay on
Nah, no,
HP?
no, no, no. Be a part of this first loss, this legendary whooping. I'll put it
Yep.
on screen. HP pulled out a BlackBerry. Yo, really funny as fuck.
Vinny said you pulled out a BlackBerry with the side scroll, the one
Yo,
like
put
Drake
Vinny on
lost on
screen
the
for that
beach.
shit. Vinny, you funny as shit, bro. I love you,
The
bro.
pearl
But I'm gonna
was
still smoke your shit.
terrible.
Don't
The
think that just
pearl
because
and
I
the
fuck with
curve
you.
was terrible. That little ball in the middle, because the ball will always get stuck. That was a bad design. The side scroll BlackBerry was the best. The big
And this
brick.
also saucy. Yo, I
with
got
Brick
ref
Breaker
shirts
and
here.
Snake.
I got ref shirts. Hold on. Shit. Shit. Vinny, if I get off for 1 second, Archie gonna get off for 1 minute. Like Archie gone till
Oh, y'all
tomorrow
gonna see
night.
me till tomorrow night for NXT. So
Yeah, Archie. Hey,
I be
Archie
out.
got a habit of dipping. Me and Archie could be in a straight argument, and Archie
I'm
be like,
out.
"All right, I'm gone." I'll be like, "What you
Uh,
say?" And
you
it's
know what?
you're
Because that's a complaint about me. People have like when the conversation is over, I be like, all right, and people still be talking, and I'm like, the conversation was over. I get off the phone quick.
immediately, immediately. Don't even say that shit.
I
That
get
shit.
off the phone.
Me and Archie had an argument. A DNA had to break the shit up, bro.
Sometimes
I'm
I'll
just saying
call
it on
people
screen.
back because they still be talking to me, and I done hung up the phone. I'm like, oh, yeah,
Done.
yeah. My phone
I'm like,
etiquette
this
is
nigga hung the phone up on me.
my
The
phone
nigga-
etiquette is terrible. I'm either gonna get
shit
back
was
at you in five
wild.
minutes or 5 business days, but my phone etiquette is my.
That shit was wild. I had to learn Archie's ways. Like, okay, it's not
Oh, I
a
could tell you
disrespect
about
thing. It's
me.
just,
At this age, I
yeah.
could tell you about me.
Don't say like I already expect Archie
I
just
had
to
an
slide.
old
I wouldn't
boss.
even be
My old
mad.
boss used to be like, "I'm never done talking to you, and you be off the phone." And I'm like, "I was like, I don't be. It be conversation be done." I mean, I don't know. That's just me. HP gonna pull out the shirt. So,
We get a shirt. What we doing? What we doing? I need. Hey.
um,
I just need to know what we doing.
oh
Are we
man,
connect foreign? Are we scrabbling? Are we words with friends? What we doing? What's the other games? It don't even matter what the other games is.
I'm
I
gonna
got a
have to
ref
pull
shirt.
up to New York this Sunday with a Connect Four game,
You wanna see me in Jersey. In
and
front
we
of my
gonna
family, I'll smoke
you
every
gonna
ass.
be home. It's a home game. I'm
No,
bringing a
no.
backpack to New
There's
York.
no pressure on me. My
I'm
family ain't
I'm
never seen me
going.
losing nothing.
I'm
Soccer,
going.
baseball, basketball. It don't matter what the fuck it is.
I'm
And I'm
bringing.
out of shape.
I'm bringing a Connect Four to Jersey
I'll smoke your shit
this Sunday.
easily.
We can go live
I could probably beat you in 16 moves,
during
bro.
No Mercy, after No Mercy. We can do best of
During
three,
No Mercy.
best of
We
three,
hosting.
best of
We
three.
hosting. In between the battles, I'll smoke your
We could
shit.
have our
Yo, Vinny,
trilogy,
pop up. Vinny, you
best
take
of
an L
three,
too.
and we could do it in front. What Jay
Your
Z
name
say?
will be
Let's
Billy. You
do it
gonna
in front
take
of the
double
world and
L.
make the whole world believe us.
I'm from Ohio. We great over here. You're from Ohio, bro. You're not. You're from Ohio. Like.
Look,
No,
I'm
I.
bringing the Connect Four
Oh,
to Jersey
like
this
oh.
Sunday. I'm going to embarrass HP in front of the world, and that's that. And if you don't know what's going on
No,
Sunday, Sunday is No Mercy. We having a pay-per-view battle rap event. It's crazy. It's in Jersey. DNA has gave an open invite to anybody who watches this regularly.
you can bluff.
I
Like,
got the address. I got the information. Hit me up at the Archie Carter on Instagram, and you could be in the building. It's invite only, private event. The only way you can see this, if you're not in person, is online. Rap Grid, No Mercy. It's going to be
Jersey guy.
crazy.
Time out. We ain't even gonna do that because you got
Which
one, you
one?
got two people. I'll even give you another one. You got Steph. Who Jersey got? In what
Okay.
form of what? We have Shaq, most dominant player. They still trying to push LeBron into the great. They still trying
You
to
know what school
push
Shaq
LeBron
went
into the.
to? He went to LSU.
I can't say nothing
He
about
went
that,
to
man. Like
LSU.
Steph Curry born in Akron and barely claim it, bro. You weren't born
Charlotte,
in Akron.
Charlotte, North
Steph
Carolina,
Curry
right
can't
there on the
shoot for
wall.
you. He can't drop
Charlotte.
them chips in for you. Vinny, you get smoked. I'm not to be played with. We could play. We could play fucking pinochle. It won't matter. We could bowl. It don't matter.
Vinny,
It don't matter. I don't
Vinny.
fucking lose. If I
I'm an
lose, it take a bunch
honorary.
of y'all.
Listen to me.
I'm better than average on both of y'all. On
Listen to me.
any of y'all.
This Sunday, I was born in New Orleans, been on the East
All
Coast,
right,
North
whatever,
Carolina for 15 years.
whatever. And I got a referee shirt for
Vinny,
whoever want to see it. Whoever
this
want to see him
Sunday,
funky.
I'm an honorary Ohio player, and I'm gonna smoke HP boots and connect for best of three.
Let's smoke you. Yo, download the app. 4 in a row. I'll
Mm-mm.
smoke y'all before the pay-per-view and
Nah,
after.
what
It don't
Pimp C
matter.
said? You gotta smell my cologne. You gonna see me
Why?
because I want to do
I'm
it in
motherfuckers
person.
still losing. So if you start getting when I start beating the shit out of y'all, I'm gonna start breaking out in hives and start scratching, itching, and I'm gonna be on cam doing that shit.
You start
But it's
beating the
cool.
shit out of me, I'm
At
going
least the
back
fan
to
base will know why.
the airport and I'm flying back home. I'm I'm a sore loser. I'm gonna tell you that now. I got a cousin right now. Before my grandmother died, my cousin talked the most shit ever. He thought I used to hoop back in the day. He thought since
Way
I was
back in the day.
he back when Cash Money Records took over.
You taller than me too.
That's the
You can
99 and
get the bitches on the
2000.
court, and I'm way out of shape. I'm way out of shape.
My grandma told my cousin, she said, "Don't
Speaking of
play
hoop,
him, and if you do, you bet not lose." Cause she know me. I played him one time, and I said, "I'm never playing you again, cause you will never in your life be able to say you beat me, and I'm only gonna do it once." So
you know what's wild?
we're gonna play
I'm that
Connect
cousin.
Four.
I'm that cousin your grandparents told you about
We gonna
because
play
beating me
Connect
is an
Four.
impossible task. The
Connect
immovable
Four.
object.
Best of three. Are you agreeing to
Oh,
this?
all right,
Best of three.
bet.
Best of
Bet.
three.
Best of three, connect four. We could do rock, paper, scissors, brother. We could do it right on live. You want to
Look,
do it on live? You think I'm
Vinny, I got
bullshitting?
you.
When I smoke his
I
shit on
got you,
live,
Vinny. Y'all need to place y'all bets
you
on
want to
who
do rock, paper,
y'all.
scissors? Hey, let's do 2 out of 3 rock, paper, scissors.
I ain't doing that.
You
I got to
you
prepare for
got my
my
man
Connect Four
nervous.
game.
I bet. Rock, paper, scissors. All you got to do. But you nervous.
I got to go train, baby. So, Attitude Era
What HP
podcast.
versus Archie?
Huh?
That's never been that's never been said in human history.
What?
Stop it. Help
What?
HP. Help HP.
Hey,
Never.
that's what the HP stand
Never. You
for.
out
Help.
your fucking mind.
HELP. Help. Somebody help. I'm repping Ohio this Sunday in New York with the Connect Four. It's going down. You know what else is going
No,
down?
you're
Tay
just gonna
Rock
make them look
versus
worse.
Chess. The Saga versus AJ
This thing,
Francis.
thank you, Vinny.
Z
I'll
the
take the
Dropout
handicap match.
versus
I'll smoke
Cortez.
you and him. I'll big worm both of
Lady
you. I'm
Caution
killing
versus
you and him.
Osiris.
Oh, you want to go through the card? My bad. I'll be quiet for you to go through the
Oh,
card
I
though,
did
because that's a
already.
fire card.
I'm about to get out there. I'm about to go
Yeah, but
eat.
I wasn't quiet. I was like detracting from.
They
What are
gonna
you
see.
eating?
Huh?
This nigga eating pigeon legs.
Mm-mm. They don't know what this is.
What?
Pigeon legs. Yeah, I ate some weird
That
things in my
wasn't
life.
no. That didn't look like no chicken wing I ever got from Buffalo Wild Wings.
It ain't. Let me get off
Yeah,
camera.
bro.
I called it.
No, I don't take ass whoopings, bro. I don't. I don't. It just don't happen. Vinny, I'm sorry that you've had to have an upbringing where you took those. I've been a winner since day one. I will be a winner till the day I go in a casket. It's not. It's not going to change because y'all just talking egregious to me. It's shit me.
I love the confidence.
You have the confidence. You can hate the ass whooping though. Love it, whatever you want.
That was good.
My man, my man in pigeon feet talking crazy. You
In
know
the
what I mean?
words of Ivan
Like,
Drago, if he
bro.
dies, he
In the
dies.
words,
If he dies, he dies.
in the words of Colonel Sanders, where did you get that chicken from,
Bro, man from the fifth floor.
bro?
Remember there was snow, then he had the pigeons on
Yo,
the stick?
yo, your joint ain't even meaty, bro. Where's them chicken? Oh, put one of them joints up.
Shrinkflation.
Just went for the PB and J.
Shrinkflation. But
Y'all should have a match on the No Mercy card. Yo, we're hosting, so my thing is this: I can bust his ass in 60 seconds, him or Vinny. So in between the card, if DNA allow it, like yo, y'all want to see what this gonna be? 60 seconds, go, bang, bang, hit your little meter, bang, 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 bang. It's easy day. It's for me.
y'all remember
Taking
this
a loss.
conversation, okay? We're gonna do it
Remember it. Take a
Sunday.
picture. Write it down.
No, we're doing it live. So hit that notification button. Make sure you subscribe because you never know what's gonna happen on Attitude
AJ
Era
Francis
Podcast.
is a good rapper slash wrestler slash when he goes over the top, but if off the top, I don't think he can fuck with me. And that's just reality. He's
Oh,
calling
we
out
back. We
DNA, but
back on this train, huh?
yeah, there's avenues you gotta go through, AJ. Like, let's be real. The last AJ we knew got knocked the fuck out, and that was Anthony Joshua. Y'all act like y'all don't remember that? That just
I
happened like
never
2, 3 weeks
believed.
ago.
I never believed.
Where's the final boss? We don't know where he at, and it's better that he don't be here to
Go to
hear
his
this type of shit.
Instagram. You'll see where he at. He's cutting crazy
Oh
promos for
shit,
this
here we
season.
go. What do we know? Shit, here we go. I'm just being honest. Like if DNA was here, he'd probably be siding with me because he knows what winners feel like. Like he's seen what winners look like. Mm, Like my nigga, like let's be real.
Big talk, baby. I love it.
You gonna have to. You're finger pinching chicken wings, bro. You're not supposed to do that.
In the words of my son, it good. Man, I'm about to get up off here, man. Thank y'all for rocking
Facts,
with us.
facts. I'm with you,
HP is
bro.
all the way in his duffel, and I love it. Add to every
Yeah,
podcast.
absolutely,
We'll be back
absolutely.
tomorrow night for the NXT recap live during the main event. I'm the RG Call. That's King HP. We see y'all tomorrow. Peace.